The twin trauma, it's very interesting. For me, it's completely related to what's happening on the collective level. The twin trauma for me is the shadow of evil, of separation, of war, of destruction, of the Epstein files. If you see it on on a twin level, you will understand everything I'm talking about because how could a father do that to his son? How could a father even create a war? So if you see it on a twin basis, it makes perfect sense of the shadow on this collective field at the moment. The shadow is within us. So if there's a twin in the womb or two twins in the womb and they die at an early stage, the living cells can live within the person and the twin will not make transition. So you're talking about a twin that's living from separation. And then if there's two dead systems, it means that the person has been taken over by two dead systems. For me, that explains war energy. There was a war in the womb. It's like a war. So then there's war energy in life. Um, there's a sacrificing of the child. One survived, sacrificing the other. Then you can sacrifice children. Then the twins got into the genitals. So it means that the twins are from deadness or sacrificing children for sex. So this is the Epstein frequencies. But it's not that, it's darker than that. But for me, the whole thing has been corrupted by dead twins. Twins are dead twins are shapeshifters, they are tricksters, they are I'm talking about the part of them that has not made transition. You're talking about an adult twin that has never been recognized, never given space, and then the surviving person went into the twin system. So the person's living and taken over by dead twins. So people of power, people who have been in a womb with two other twins are incredibly powerful with system work. So they will go to the top of society. They will go to the top of the pyramid, but they're leading from a wound of separation. And they believe they're doing good work, but they don't realize that they've been corrupted by twins. Anyone who has not accepted that there's a twin in their system are corruptible. And anyone who has not accepted that there's a twin in the system can be deceived and believe they're on the right track. It's almost the same wound. For example, if a father abuses a child, they will never see any father figures in the world as, if they're corrupted, as bad people because they can't accept to look at the wound of their own father. So when there's a wound in the system, for me, that creates, if you don't address that wound, and it's a very, very heavy wound, the deepest wound someone can have is losing a twin in the womb, the person next to you. So you lose faith in God, you lose faith in humanity, you disconnect from your family system, you are impressionable. So everything that's playing out on this collective shadow is, for me, related to the twin wound who took over the system. And then you twin with your mother's children, twins, more separation. So how could a mother treat a son that way? If you look on a twin basis, it's normal. Then if you're taking products that also has got deadness, because everything's about vibration and frequency. So if you've taken products that have the child of aborted children, for example, in the system, that vibration is within you, which activates the twin wound even stronger. And now you're okay with, you will never see what's really happening on this planet. So it's normal to ingest a child. It's normal to take products that have got children's stem cells in them, for example, because you're connected already with death and you've absorbed your twins in the womb. So then it's normal and it's acceptable in the system. So if you look at the twin shadow, which is the biggest shadow to accept, the system will deny it because it's the deepest wound you can have, then the twins can take over the system. I've come across twins taking over somebody's system completely. Now I'm talking about a lot of people where the twins control the brain. The twins have you doing a job that's not even your job, and they want glory, they want fame, they want money, they want power. They want to control the world because they believe that the world is the womb. They were left as a victim in the womb, which then became a war field, which became toxic and polluted. So the twin system is playing out on the collective level, the collective shadow. Why is there sacrificed children? Why is there pedophilia on this thing, the world? Why is there organ harvesting? All this is related to the twin shadow, and the dead twins have taken over the system, highly manipulating, highly seductive, highly power driven, and highly creative. So this is the webinar I did yesterday about clearing the dead twins from the system. So you're living in an autonomous system in life and you're not living from a dead field. For me, this is the total way to bring the whole system into balance and restore the integrity of this planet and restore the integrity of civilization on this planet at the moment. Because the twins took over this system, they're war. They're going to be people who are on the war advisory board. They're going to be in governments. They're going to be in health. They're going to be anti-creation. They're going to be controlling HARP. They're going to be controlling anything which is against creation, and they will believe they're saving the planet. So the whole system has been corrupted, for me, what I perceive, by the twin shadow. And the twin shadow is playing out on the collective level with manipulating the weather, manipulating the food, poisoning the food, because poison was in the womb, so it's normal to poison. So then all the food is poisoned. Then the skies are poisoned because the womb was poisoned. So then manipulating the weather manipulation and control, power, money manipulated, deadness, starvation, stagnation. All these themes for me are related to what happened in the womb. And that is what's playing out with the wars that's going on, which started yesterday. So for me, if we by clearing these fields, you're clearing it within your own system and you're clearing it on the collective level. For me, it's very important. A system clears when you bring consciousness to it. So by clearing and bringing consciousness to what's happening within your own system, clearing it from your frequency, and then bringing that consciousness to the collective system, you're going to live in a different world because the whole system will be revealed. Everyone believes they're doing the best. And if the twins have taken over the system, the person is completely taken over and manipulated by dead twins ruling the world. So this is the fields where once you, how to recognize twins, once you believe you're superior, once you believe you're going to save the world, but you're more evolved than everybody else. Now you're in disconnection from God, you're in the twin complex, the twin trauma, and you're living on spiritual ego, you're living on I can save the world, but it's saving the world from the wrong place. It's saving you from a twin wound. So a lot of powerful people, a lot of healers are operating from a twin wound and they don't even know it. And they believe they're on the right side. This is the problem. You believe because your system cannot look at the deepest wound that anyone can experience. That's losing twins in the womb. And if you don't address it, you will believe in the shadow and you will believe it's God, the false light, the false gods, destruction. So I invite you to be part of this webinar if you're not part of it already. And yesterday we cleared the twins completely. So now, today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear more patterns related to twinning, shadow patterns, trickiness, all these shadow aspects within our own relationship with ourselves, relationship with inner and outer world, relationship with relationships, and life itself, and restore our integrity in our blood, in our systems, in our health, in our success, in our finances, in all aspects of life. We're here to live life, and the kingdom of God is within you. And it's about restoring that connection within you and having it in your vibrational field. It's going to work on restoring marriage, relationship, health, abundance, finance, leadership, and success. Victory. I invite you to be part of this very important webinar. Thank you.